Alrighty, well, for some reason I cannot get my mic to sync up wirelessly. I can't connect it, so we'll just have to do this video with the audio that comes from the camera. It won't be as good. Hopefully it's not too bad. I stole my buddy's bike again. Let's see if I can take it out and get it to duplicate that problem. This time I'm wearing the camera on my chest so I can see the screen when it happens. Wired was asking my buddy if when it died, if when I hit the throttle, the word throttle came up on the screen, and I couldn't remember exactly for sure, definitively, if it was saying that or not. I know it does now. When I hit throttle, it says throttle, and when I pedal, it says assist. So I'm going to take it out for basically the same ride I did yesterday. And kind of weird to say, hopefully the bike screws up. I mean, I hope it doesn't screw up, really, but on the same side, hopefully I can get it to repeat so we can narrow down what the problem is. Wired is telling me. I suppose if I'm coming out to do a video to see if this bike will cut out again, I should go over a couple of things. It is currently 76 degrees outside. The motor temperature is only 116 right now. I was having issues yesterday at that 220, 230 range, which is still too low to be overheating. But that's where it was yesterday. And I had gone well over 10, 12 miles before the first incident occurred. And the bike had 23 miles on it today when I picked it up, and an 80% charge. I'm down to 73% now, and I'm only up to 26 miles. So I've only gotten like 3 or 4 miles. So I don't anticipate this is going to shut off until after I've gone 10, 12 miles, just because that's what it did last time. I don't know what kind of logic that is, but anyway, I'll keep you posted and see what's going on. All right, I think I got the mic worked out again. This is a beautiful bike. I really do love this bike. Beautiful, beautiful Ventura Beach, Ventura Pier. The one thing Wire did tell my friend is to make sure that the brake sensors weren't, you see this brake sensor light go on when I hit the brake, make sure that the brake sensors weren't tripping, which we did identify the brake lines, the brake wires, and there's an adjustment right in here. I don't know if you can see that right there, that he had already adjusted that previously. That is not what's triggering the motor to cut off, but obviously if your brake sensors are adjusted too tight and it's triggering your brakes, then it would shut it off. But it's not what's going on here. All right, I moved out here to Harbor, got it all the way up to pedal assist 5. I'm just ghost pedaling and letting the cadence sensor just give me all the power. You see the temperature's climbing up to 190 degrees on the motor right now. We'll do this for a mile or two and let this motor heat up and see what that does for me. So far so good. This bike's been super powerful, and just like yesterday, no issues. I love these tires, love the ride of this bike. It's so comfortable. It's just, I still don't like the seat, but I like the way this wired cruiser feels. I know I called it a piece of shit yesterday in my video. I was kidding, I was joking, guys, take it easy. Somebody already beat me up on that comment. Again, my buddy's gonna get mad at me for calling it a piece of shit. Now, my buddy understands that I'm highly sarcastic. He knows that I actually do like this bike, so take it easy. It's all okay. Well, not that I would expect that it would cut out at the exact same spot as it did yesterday, but this is where it cut out yesterday, and I've done the same mileage, so this is the same point in the ride I was at yesterday, and it was turning this corner that the power cut out. Wouldn't it be crazy if it did it again in the same exact spot? Yeah, of course it didn't, so yeah, I mean, that would have been really weird. That would have been crazy. So far, we've now gone past the point that I was in the ride yesterday. Done pretty much an identical ride. I've just really tried to keep everything the same. My motor temperature is a little lower than it was yesterday. It was a little warmer of a day yesterday. It was probably about 10 degrees hotter yesterday than it is today. So now I'm gonna work harder. I'm gonna put it up into 5 for a while and just keep on cranking this thing and see if I can just heat it up. Well, so far so good. This bike is running real strong. I'm 240 degrees, 239, 240 on the motor temp. This bad boy is giving me all of her power. I said bad boy and then her. That was weird. You know what I meant. So I'm pretty much back to my buddy's house, but I don't want to call it yet. I'm gonna keep going, keep pushing this, see if I can get it to turn off. Oh, wow, okay. That wasn't very nice. You know, I've always wanted to cruise through here, and I never have. Let's check it out. I cannot get this bike to turn off. I've just been pushing it throttle only for the last couple of miles. Can't get the motor temp up above 240, which is above where it was yesterday when it was cutting off. I don't think you can see this on camera, but there are just spider webs connecting these trees together like crazy. And whether they're spider webs or spiders, I just don't feel like riding through all that, to be honest with you. Go ahead, call me a sissy. I don't want to get all wrapped up in spider webs. Cool. Well, let's get out of here. Well, that little drive through the orchard there got me up to 250, above 250. It was at 255, it's dropping now to 249. So again, you know, the engine temperature, motor temperature is above where it was at yesterday when it was cutting out. But today, no problems. Oh, okay, well, there it goes. Just shut off. Now I can see that the word assist is on my screen. I'm pedaling. It says assist, but I've got no power. Now let me see, get off pedaling and give it throttle. It says throttle. When I activate the throttle, it comes up, throttle, but nothing's happening. 260, right before that happened, I saw it was 275. That was the hottest temperature that I saw. I did not see this brake lever sensor come up unless I touched the brakes, so it wasn't that. But there it is, it's cut off. So let's do what I did yesterday. Let's turn it off. And I'll just wait literally like less than 2 minutes. It's 12:39. And then I'll turn it back on and this should give me power again. All right, turning it back on here. It's 12:40. I've literally just given it like a minute and a half. It's 78 degrees here in Ventura. The motor temp is 224. Let me get this up to pedal assist 3 and give it some throttle. Oh, how about that? I got nothing. The word throttle is coming up, but I got no power. I'm actually surprised by that. Yesterday it was powering right back up. Let me do the cadence sensor. No, it says assist, so it's noticing that I'm pedaling, but it's not giving me any power. So that's interesting. Yesterday it powered right back up after I turned it off. Today it didn't. Let me turn it off again and turn it back on again, and I'll give it a little bit more time this time. I'll see what happens. All right, I'm gonna make a turn up high point here. And this, and downshift here, give it some throttle. This is a challenge. I am putting out 2,800 watts right now. Motor temperature 267, 269, 273, climbing. No problems, it's not cutting out, obviously. All right, made it to that first part. No problems. Throttle only. Now I gotta be honest, I actually really did not expect that. I expected it to die by now. All right, let's keep going. We can keep climbing. Now we're gonna go up Scenic Way. I'm just gonna keep going until this thing dies. So weird. Going strong. Outputting 27. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, it cut out. It's done. Whoa. I ain't pedaling up this thing. Okay, so while it's still on, I am going to go ahead and disconnect the two cables that we've previously identified as the brake cables. Unplug that and that. Okay. Give it some throttle. Nothing happens. So it is pretty definitively not those brake cables, which we already knew, but now we can say that we 100% tested it. Motor temperature was like 275, 280 when it cut down, it cut out. All right, so I'm gonna shut it off, give it a couple minutes, turn it back on, and then we'll do this again. Let's see, should I plug these in now? I mean, it's not these. I'm gonna plug them back in. Oh shit, did I switch them? Make sure those are the right ones now. Pretty sure that this is this one. And this is this one. Okay. Okay. Well, you get why this street is called Scenic Way. You stop and turn around and take a look down this way. All right, let's turn this back on. And we go up to pedal assist 3 here. Give her some throttle, and boom, I've got power again. Okay, so there you go. I don't know what that's proving other than it is cutting out, but I still don't know why. I guess it's narrowing things down a little bit, maybe, by doing this. We're gonna get this figured out. We're gonna get this problem solved, because this, oh, it died, just going downhill. Well, that's weird. So I had power, started going downhill, and it died. Huh. I wasn't putting any load on it at all. I mean, I was just going downhill. Well, I did turn the pedals over, so the cadence sensor was working. So, I mean, I guess technically the motor was putting out some, you know, it says 115 watts right now. So that is strange. Let me stop and turn it off. Okay, it's only been a couple of minutes. Turn it back on. We're at 210, 208, 40% battery life. Some throttle, and yep, I've got power. Power. Okay, so I'm not gonna pedal and I'm not gonna throttle the whole way down. I'm just gonna let it chill. And we'll see if when I get to the bottom of the hill, I still have power or not. Okay, I'm at the bottom. Oh, see, this is where you don't want the power to cut out. If you're gonna do something like this. My confidence level in this power is shot right now. All right, so far so good. It's got to get me through this little section where there's no bike path. Then I don't care if it cuts out again, but please don't cut out right now. All right, so far so good, no problem. I got power. All right, I'm out of the danger zone. Ooh, I love cornering on these tires, man. These tires, I know that yesterday was my tire review, but this ride is my, why is this bike cutting out? But these tires are awesome. All right, well, I'm gonna head back to his house. I think I've gotten what I needed to get out of this bike cutting out this time with the camera on the thing and confirming a few things. Hopefully Wired can help us get this resolved. Yeah, as I'm riding back to my buddy's house now, thinking about it, like yesterday, you know, I didn't have to do anything to have it cut out. Like, it just cut out naturally in pedal assist 3 while I was just going around a corner, like just casual riding. You know, not like today I was going crazy or anything, but I feel like I had to work a little more today. You're good. Like I had to put more power out of the bike to kind of to get it to happen today. Whereas yesterday it just sort of, you know, just happened. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. It just, for some reason, today it seemed like I had to force it. But riding your bike on pedal assist 5 and throttle only and going up a fairly steep hill is normal riding. I mean, it shouldn't cut out under that sort of circumstance, especially when the motor temperature is not getting above 300. That's still below the cutoff. So, I don't know. So, I've been going a little while now since it cut out. And been on pedal assist 3, just cranking along at 24, 25, 26 miles an hour. No hills anymore, just flat and downhill. But it hasn't cut out once. No power issues again. Let's give it everything with some throttle. Let's see what happens. No problem. Well, no problem there. Very interesting. I don't know. Alrighty, well, that ought to do it for today's Why Is This Bike Cutting Out ride. Thanks for coming along with me. Alright, well, here I am again. I'm gonna go ahead and go up High Point, except this time I'm on my bike. I'm on the Dual Star, E-Cells Dual Star. I was pinning the throttle the whole way here in an attempt to get the motor temperature up to about 200. So it'd be close to the same as what I did with the Wired just now, but I only got it up to 175. So, you know, the Wired had done more riding before this hill than this one. So this bike's a little fresher going into it. But yeah, that's it. I figured I'd still, let's go see what this bike does up this hill. Why not? This bike feels stronger with the pedal assist. His, I was having to hit the throttle on his. I haven't had to touch the throttle on this one. He may have that programmed differently, or maybe PAS 5 doesn't give it all the power or something. It's possible. Yeah, this bike's making quicker work of this hill than the Wired did. Oh, what am I outputting? I didn't look at that. Let's see. 22, 23, 22. It's bouncing between 22 and 2300 watts that it's putting out. Motor temperature has climbed up to 233 now, 235. Very nice. Made it. No cutting out. Look at that view. I'm gonna build this property, or buy this property right here and build on it. Beautiful view of the Channel Islands. Gorgeous up here. Ridgecrest. Somebody's building a nice new home up here. This is still a result of the Thomas fires. We had so many homes were lost up here. With the Thomas fires, there became a lot of vacant lots like this one here. Now somebody's finally building on it. Took a long time for this one, A number of them took a long time to rebuild, but a lot of these houses were destroyed in the fire and rebuilt. And some of them still have not been, the lots haven't been bought. Or whoever bought the lot hasn't done anything with it yet. I guess that's possible. All right, let's see. Should we try to get a top speed run going down this stupid steep hill? Why not? 40, 42, 44. 47. 47. I don't know if it went up to 48 or not. I saw 47. All right. Well, I think that ought to about cut it for today's ride. I'm gonna head on home and spend some time with the family. Make it a great day.